So, welcome back students. It is the third video of your third chapter, that is mixture and the separation, from class 6 chemistry. So in the previous two videos about this chapter I told you regarding the mixtures and the characteristics of mixtures and the different types of separation process and the examples also. Here in this video I am going to explain about some separating technique with some activities. Now let's start by the process of separation of a mixture of ammonium chloride and common salt. In this process we need to gather an evaporating dish, a funnel, a wire gauge, a tripod stand, of course common salt and ammonium chloride, cotton wool and a Bunsen burner. All we will get in your chemistry lab. Though you have no right to do this practical in class 6, but still I am going to tell you by explaining this process as diagrammatically shown in the book also. Let's start. Take the mixture of the common salt and ammonium chloride in the evaporating dish. Then cover the dish by inverting the glass funnel over it as shown in the picture. Then block the end of the stem of the funnel with cotton wool to prevent the vapors of ammonium chloride from escaping into the air. Then heat the mixture gently. Now what you can see now, on heating in the mixture, white fumes are seen. These fumes then change back to solid ammonium chloride along the cooler upper part of the funnel, which is known as sublimate. This can be removed and collected as pure ammonium chloride. As common salt does not sublime, it is left behind in the dish. So through this activity or the practical experience, we can say that we can separate ammonium chloride from a mixture of common salt and ammonium chloride by the process of sublimation. Next activity is to explain about the separation process of sand from water by sedimentation and decantation process. For this purpose, we need to gather the mixture of sand and water, beakers and a glass rod. Here you have to take some mixture of sand and water in a beaker and allow it to stand undisturbed for 2 to 3 hours. After that, you can see that the sand particles settle down at the bottom of the beaker. Then carefully pour the supernatant liquid into another beaker with the help of the glass rod without disturbing the sediment. What you can see now, sand will be left behind in the first beaker. From here we can conclude this point that the process of sedimentation followed by the decantation can be used to remove sand from the water. The next process is the separation of a mixture of chalk powder or sand powder and water by using the filtration process. In here we need to gather the materials of beaker, piece of filter paper, funnel, a glass rod, funnel stand and mixture of chalk powder and of course water. What you have to do now, take the mixture of chalk powder and water in a beaker, then take the circular piece of filter paper and fold it into half and then into a quarter. Then open it out in the form of a cone and fit it inside the glass funnel, which is shown purple color in the picture. Now you can put a few drops of water on the filter paper cone to fit it properly. Fix the funnel in the funnel stand and place a beaker below the funnel. Then stir the mixture and pour it slowly along the glass rod into the filter paper cone. You can see then clear water passes through the filter paper and collects drop by drop in the beaker below as the filtrate. The chalk powder is left on the filter paper as the residue. So we can say that the filtration method is thus useful for separating insoluble solid particles from a liquid. The last activity is to explain the separation process of common salt dissolved in water by the process of evaporation. Here we need to arrange an evaporating dish, common salt water, and a Bunsen burner, tripod stand, and a wire gauze. Take some solution of common salt and water in the evaporating dish and then heat the solution. As the solution is heated, the water in the dish gets evaporated. Let the water evaporate completely. After that, we'll see that white solid particles left behind in the dish. You can taste it. If you can taste it, it will be tasted salted. Then you can say that it is nothing but only salt is remaining here. So we can say that separate the common salt dissolved in the water through the process which we call by evaporation. So children, in this chapter practically all the separation process related to the mixtures already explained. Now among all these processes, which process do you think the better one? Of course, in our practical life, daily life, we can use filtration process to get the better results. This question already in your book also, page number 36, think and answer. In that question, it is written there, the filtration is better method than simple sedimentation and decantation. Do you agree? In this case, we have to tell the definitions as first. Like, as we know that sedimentation is a process of separating large particles of solid from a mixture of solid and liquid under gravity by leaving the mixture undisturbed for the long time. And decantation is also a method which follows this sedimentation. Once the solid has completely settled down, the clear liquid above is poured out, leaving behind the insoluble heavy solid particles. In case of filtration, on the other hand, we can say that it is more sophisticated approach of separation of solid and liquid particles, because here filter paper is used for filtering of insoluble solid particles. So children, you can see easily that out of all these techniques, filtration is a much better and sensitive approach for the separation of mixture of solid and liquid, because it can be used to separate even smaller particles also, which may not completely settle down with the process of sedimentation. At the same time, during decantation, there is a chance of particles mixing back with the liquid, may or may not be. Filtration technique can be used to overcome these as well as every particles perfectly. So we can say that the filtration is better than the sedimentation and decantation process. And after that, one more page is there that check your progress. In your book, you just go through the questions. 4 questions are there regarding the process through which the examples has given. We can follow which process to separate the techniques. First one is that name the method that uses the wind to separate undesirable constituents from a mixture, that will be winnowing. Like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 questions are there. I am giving all these answers here, and follow my next post for the exercises also. Thank you.